Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Different view today because I thought this would be best if I set up my desk and did the comparison. As you guys can see, I have two of the Louis Vuitton agendas here. One is the the medium size, and then the other one is the PM size here. I think this is the A6 and this is the A7. If I'm wrong or whether I'm correct or not, I will leave all of that information down below. But if you are into agendas at all, you already know which one's which. And I don't think I've ever done a comparison video of these two. And I finally have both of these in my hands again. I've had the medium, the size before. I've also had the PM size before, but I don't think I've ever had both of them at the same time. So I wanted to take a minute here today to compare the two. Hope you guys enjoy this video and find this video helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. Let's get started. So the first one I will do is the smaller one. So this is the small agenda, also called the Agenda PM within, I think, the Louis Vuitton agenda community. I have bought this from eBay. You can see the canvas is quite shiny. This is a vintage piece. Unsure of how old, but it had a insert from 2005, so I want to say it's at least 20 years old. And for that, I think it's in a pretty good condition. You can see there's some rubbing, I think, around the corners of the canvas, which I don't mind. There's also some, I think, splitting of canvas or the glazing. I'm not sure if that'll show, but there's some around here on the top and some around the bottom, but nothing too major. And the brass hardware is tarnished. This is me after cleaning it with a little bit of Brasso. But if I really want to make it shiny, I could keep going, but it doesn't really bother me. And if you open it up, you'll be able to see that the canvas has warped a little bit. But once again, I don't really mind. I think this is kind of like normal wear and tear with a canvas piece that's 20 years old. As you can see, I have a card in here. That's my corporate card. I'm not going to bother taking it out. In here, you see some indentation from the 6 rings that's inside. The pockets are actually pretty good. There's no peeling or anything, which is a common problem I think that vintage agendas have. And 6-ring indentation on the leather here. The other pocket also, hard to see, but there's no peeling inside on here either. And as you can see, mine is pretty empty right now. It's because I will not be using this as an agenda. I will be using this as a travel wallet. I got this idea from several other YouTubers who also like to use their agendas. This will be a travel wallet. That's why my corporate card is in here. And then I have 2 pockets where I will be collecting receipts or anything like that I need for the travel expense report I will need to submit for work. I do have a couple pages of notes in case I need to write any information down, like the hotel confirmation, things like that in here. It does have like a little loop for pen, so I will see if I can find a pen that fits in here. If not, I'll probably just end up sticking it on the side before I close, so I have a pen that I can use with it, or maybe stick it in my purse. I do have 2 strips of just regular good old tape here, stick on, and then 3 pieces of washi tape in case I need to stick something here so it doesn't get loose. But yeah, that's how my Agenda PM looks like. I decided to not use this for a personal use just because the pages are quite small. When I did use this for planning, I would frequently use it not the way that it's supposed to be used, but I will write it on this way. So this will be vertical way. So I will just rotate it and then start to write my notes. But as you can imagine, all the inserts come the true horizontal way. So I find the pages a little bit too small, and for me to truly use the agenda, I will need to frequently take the pages in and out of the agenda, which is not ideal for me. But if you're someone who really appreciates being able to take your agenda everywhere with you, this still might be a good fit. Or maybe you just are looking for a notebook that can stay in your purse. I think that'll be perfect. This will be a perfect use for that. But in terms of being able to truly have a planner that carries a lot of information with you, I would say the next size up, which is the size, is a better fit. But if you want to see in more details of the Agenda PM, what you can use it for, I already have a pretty comprehensive video about this little guy here. I've made that video I think a couple years ago, so I'll link that in the cards now or down below so you can watch that video that I have done previously. So now moving on to the Agenda MM. This is also called the medium 6-ring agenda from Louis Vuitton. Thought to also mention, I forgot to mention this earlier, that this print Damier Ebene canvas agendas are now discontinued, which is why I had to go pre-love for this one. The medium one is still sold on 24S, which is owned by the same parent company, LVMH. So if you're looking to buy this brand new, you still can, just not through the Louis Vuitton boutiques anymore. So you have to get it through 24S, which is not a problem. And it is discounted compared to their original price. I think it was like $725 or maybe $750. But I got this for less than that. I think it was listed for $625 or so slightly cheaper. And I also had some voucher I could use with 24S, so I ended up using that. So got this for a really, really great price. And as you can see, this is less shiny. This is made with a newer version of canvas, as you can imagine. This is made with the older canvas, and there's a slight difference in the material there. The button, I think, is still made with brass, so it's still very shiny. When you open it up, it's similar layout as the PM, so it has the pockets in the front. This side is actually stitched up, so there's no back pocket or anything. That's so that you can insert cards in here. And then the back pocket, however, is open. So it has like a little flap where you can put some stuff in there, paper or any stickers like I have here, if you'd like. I have an actual pen stuck in here, so I'll take that out. The dividers I have, these are laminated, but they didn't come laminated. All of the inserts I have in here, I think most of them anyway, are from a company called Crossbow Planners. I really like their layouts and the offerings that they have, so I'll link their shop below. They have their own website, but you can also order them through Etsy. I really, really like their products. Here I have the monthly plan. This is just like a regular good old like a monthly spread on 2 pages. I really like this layout, of course, just a traditional monthly planner. What I really like about their inserts is the weekly. So you know how normally people have like 2-page wide weekly, so it'd be like Monday through Sunday, but their inserts actually have the whole week on 1 page, which makes it a lot more compact for me to use. I usually don't have that much stuff to write per each day, so this is more suitable for my lifestyle. It helps you to kind of have more compact weekly views, which I really love. And then the next page I have is the ideas. This is where I list all my YouTube ideas here. And then next one is my finances. It's not really for finances. This is where I track things I am buying and how I'm going to pay for it. Let me see. And then I'm listing out like the stuff that I have sold and like things I want to keep track of in terms of how my money situation is going, just when it comes down to my fun purchases and how I'm going to pay for them. And then under the list of just my fifth tab here is a list of things that I want to buy. And you can see for my 2025 remaining luxury wish list is my Speedy 25 Damier Azur. I would love to get one. And I think next page, I have a couple more lists here. Like I have clothing wish list of things that I need to buy, accessories I would like to buy, and things like that. So I can slowly just start to check things off instead of buying things that I don't even need. And that's really like all I use the planner for. This extra tab I have, I think I have some like passwords and credentials here, so I'll skip a page. I also have a template for punching holes into anything that I want to keep track of. I have a kind of a dashboard for wish list, but already, as you already saw, I'm keeping track of that in like a separate separate tab here, so I will no longer need this, but I really love having kind of a dashboard. What I could use this for, if I didn't have that written, is that I love having like washi tape swatches in here, or things like that, or stickers even, so you can easily access like stickers and stuff that you'll like to use, because I don't like to carry separate sheets of stickers or sticker books with me. But like I use this daily, so if I have any quick access to stickers or sticky notes, that will be a good place to put them, so like it doesn't dirty up the leather parts of the agenda. So that's the tour of my agenda Once again, this is a new agenda, so it's in a really good condition. One thing I want to mention is that when you close the agenda here, you can see the canvas piece starts to warp, so I just tend to leave it kind of open to minimize that wear and tear. Also wanted to say that the rings of this agenda are quite big compared to the regular size agendas. So I think will be able to put more stuff in here. And honestly, the warping of the, I think, canvas when I close it is happening because I don't have enough stuff or the paper inside the agenda. So if I had enough to fill up the rings, and I think it'll puff out a little bit better. Anyway, so that's like a comparison of the two agendas that I have. As I mentioned, this is perfect for if you want to have access to like notebook pages or anything that you want quick access to in your bag, because this is a really compact style. It's as big as my hand. Will fit in most bags that you carry as day-to-day. This is a little bit bulkier, but if you carry big bags, it won't be a problem. I think it fits in my Speedy 25 micro belt bag, a lot of the somewhat more substantial medium-sized day-to-day bags I have. So if you carry that and still like to carry agenda, you won't have any problem fitting this in either. More suitable for actually doing planning with this agenda compared to the small size or the PM size. So hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, if you don't mind, please giving this video a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channel. That would be great. I will take any requests in terms of these two agendas. If you want to see anything else, leave the ideas in the comment section down below. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.